Beck, great performance here this evening. What did you think of your opponent? Because it really seemed like you didn't get much professional resistance out there. Were you kind of surprised by what he did or didn't offer you there in ring tonight?
Ты, ну, поздравляю тебя с выступлением, молодец, хорошо выступил. Ты ожидал как бы сопротивления от этого соперника? Ты был удивлен, что он такой, или ты знал как бы, что он крепкий соперник?
Albatta barchaga rahmat. G'alabani mana Xudoga shukr chiroyli o'tkazdirdik. Endi sopernikni to'g'risi bilmagandim qanaqaligini. Chunki oz vaqt ichida sopernik familiyamiz. Buni o'zimizni podgotovkada tayyorgarlik ko'rdik. Mana shu tayyorgarlik ko'rib, har qanday raqibga har xil nimaga tayyorgarlik ko'rib, mana chiroyli g'alabaga erishdik.
First of all, thank you so much, and happy to be here. And about the opponent, I didn't even know who my opponent was, so I studied him inside the ring. You know, I kind of like look at it, drop him with the first punch thrown. You know, which is like our goal was still to get some rounds. You know, to try to, you know, we didn't come here just for one single punch. You know, we're trying to get a little bit time inside the ring too. So he's a good, strong guy. You know, just keep coming up. You know. Very, very awkward, very uncomfortable guy to hit clean, you know. So, but I had a good preparation, good training camp, and I was preparing for whatever is going to be in front of me.
The body shots were violent. The left hand to the body was brutal. Was that the game plan to try to break him down to the body? Because it seemed like you hurt him every time you hit him to the body.
По печени были очень жесткие удары, и вообще как бы по корпусу у тебя очень жесткие удары. Это план такой, как бы бить по животу, чтобы соперник устал, потому что выглядело так, что каждый удар, что ты бьешь, ему как бы больно. Такой план был или это просто так? Как бы?
Albatta o'zi stilim shunaqa, qoniga uraman. Plan to'shi такой qoniga ko'proq mana shu qon qismiga o'tkazib har trenirovkalarda, hamma sparinglarda atrofga qilib nima qilib kelamiz. Endi o'zi moment bo'lib qoladi, shunaqa o'sha momentdan uni bilan foydalanishga harakat qilamiz.
It's well, first of all, it's just my style. You know, that's my style. It's been with me forever since I was a kid. And if you watched my deep amateur career, like all my knockouts, most of my knockouts was either stoppages by body shots or the referee would stop them. So every time we're in the gym, we're practicing. You know, we're training with Joel, Antonio. They love, you know, to go to the body, and I love it. That's why we fit so good together. You know. But also we had a plan, you know, just be careful, working, don't get reckless, because especially after first round, the guy was swinging, you know, wild shots, and we don't want to get hit with any of those, you know. So the plan was just to box, and if the moment comes, you know, if I see the moment, I'll just go for it.
Yeah, after dropping your opponent so many times, do you kind of feel bad for him and expect the corner to throw in the towel, or do you just focus on getting him out of there?
После того, как ты его столько раз как бы уронил, и продолжаешь как бы его бить, тебе становится его жалко, или ты хочешь, чтобы как бы его угол остановил это? Ну скажи о том, что тебе сказали в углу уже все, не жалеть, как бы работать, поэтому
Albatta, men endi uni kutmadim, to'g'risi. Har qanday vaziyatda ham o'sha necha round, 10 round bo'lsa ham tushishga tayyor edim. Shuning uchun hech qanday uгolni nimasini kutmadim. O'zimda ishimni qildim faqat.
Yeah, like to me it doesn't really matter. You know, I was ready for 10 rounds. If it would take 10 rounds, I would, you know, beat him up for 10 rounds. I'm not a violent guy, but inside the ring, that's my job, you know, to take the guy out. And in between the rounds, after second round, my coach told me, that's it, no mercy, go for it. And I just start throwing more punches, you know, and I just knew that like referee was there. He felt he heard and he felt the punches, so that's the reason he stopped it. But the guy's tough. So.
Congrats on the win, you look great.
Thank you.
And as far as the Gabe Rosado loss, does he want that rematch, or does he want to turn the page and just?
По поводу Гейба Розада, ты хочешь реванш с ним? И как бы чего ты вообще хочешь? Yeah, of course I want that rematch. And he mentioned it before in the interview that if if it takes him to win the world title and defend it against Gabe Rosado, that's what he's gonna do. But he wants that rematch.
If it's not a Rosado rematch, what's next for Bek the Bully and the team?
Если не Росado, то с кем бы ты еще хотел подраться? Что какие-то?
farqi yo'q, iloji boricha mana shunaqa tayyorman. Shu ikkita vес 168 или 75 kilogramni ham har qanday boksyoga kattaroq boksyoga chiqishni xohlayman. Kattaroq shouga mana shunga murabbiylarimiz bilan hammamiz tayyormiz deb bilaman.
You know, for me, it doesn't really matter. Like, I personally prefer to fight the biggest names and challenges available, either 168, 175. To me, weight class doesn't make difference also. Like in amateurs, I've been going from cruiserweights to middleweights, you know, and fighting everywhere. And here, same thing, you know, these two weight classes, I'm ready and open to fight anyone. I'm willing to step against any good name. I know that the world titles are locked up right now with the titles are busy at the moment, but if there's any good name that I can get, I would love to fight anyone.
All right, last question.
First off, this is Mr. Al to be able to speak on the podcast. First off, Bek the Bully, congratulations on your victory. So what's next? What have you learned from the Gabe Rosado loss?
Что следующее для тебя? Чего ты хочешь? И чему ты научился после Гейба Росадо? Скажи о том, что запланирован бой как бы до конца года с большим. Чему
Albatta
научился?
kim bilan bo'lishim farqi, lekin xohlasa shu kelishilyapti, gavraz qilyapti. Shu yilning oxirigacha xudo xohlasa katta shouga chiqishga tayyorgarlik ko'rib boryapmiz anchadan beri.
Okay.
You know, for me, nothing changed. Absolutely, I just want to fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. It doesn't make difference to me. I'm ready and willing to step against anyone. Like there is no name that I would say no to, you know. But as far as what's next is that before the end of the year he should come back, and the promoters promised him a big name, former world champion. That's what's next for him. And as far as Георгий Базадович поговорил или чему научился? About Gabe Rosado loss is just it was you know, he's learning on the job, you know, he's working the process, and that was his mistake, his fault, he's gonna learn from it, and in the gym they work with it not to fall in love with his power, you know, be more careful, you know. Obviously he never been hurt in his career, and that was something new for him, and he tries to get the best out of it.
Okay, last question here.
Bek, Christian from Against the Ropes TV. Congratulations on your win, first of all. This week, you tried your hand at speaking a little bit of Spanish. You came out to some Manda music. The Hispanic people appreciate any attempt that you try. What does, you know, India being your second home, what does the Hispanic people mean to you personally?
Индия твой второй дом, ты выходишь под испанскую, под мексиканскую музыку, ты как бы пару слов говорил, что там на испанском и так далее. Что для тебя это значит? Они уважают то, что ты это делаешь, как бы это, скажи, что тренировать.
Albatta Indiya ikkinchi uyimiz bo'lib qoldi. Haqiqatdan ham u yerda meksikaliklar juda ham ko'p. Trenerlarimiz Joel Diaz, Tony Diaz, тоже meksikalik fanatlar bizni balishiylarimiz shu ko'proqligi uchun mana shunday yaxshi o'yinda bo'lyapti deb o'ylayman.
For me, it's a huge pleasure and honor to be, you know, appreciated by Mexican fans. They are amazing fans, you know, they're hardcore, and every India, as you said, is my second home. Every time I go anywhere in India, I get love, support. Is it a grocery store, everywhere? They, hey, Bully, how are you? Of course, our coaches, they're famous there too. Joel, Antonio Diaz, Benjamin Hernandez, conditioning coach. So we appreciate all the support, and I always was coming out with the Mexican song since my pro debut. So I love it. We listen to Mexican music every single day in the gym. We speak Spanish only a little bit, not the televised language. So yeah, we really appreciate and all the love and support that comes from the Mexican fans.
Awesome. Thank you.
Felicidades. Congratulations.